Hi, welcome back to the channel, to the greatest training channel on YouTube. So last few days, haven't been able to get an upload in. I had my daughter this past weekend. I did get my training done. She came in here with me. We had a good time. We had a lot of fun. I wasn't able to film and edit everything though, because my time with her, I didn't want to spend 2 hours of my weekend with her sitting in front of a computer editing videos. So I wasn't able to get a video up. And then yesterday was kind of a shit show at the track. So Mondays have been my normal tempo day at the track. Yesterday, the place was packed. I couldn't even do my full turnaround tempos. I ended up just doing probably about 12 to 15, just 60-meter tempos. So what I would do is I ran 60 meters, just walked back as soon as I got back to the line, took off, ran another one. So the volume on that is a little bit different than the weeks previous, but it's okay. Still got some work in. Today, I've already done a good chunk of my workout. I started off with the single leg jumps, using that med ball, transferring over, and then doing it with body weight only. After the jumps, I moved on to the clean complex. The weight on the cleans stayed the exact same as it has for the previous weeks. Remember, the technique is what's more the focus here. The volume is more of the focus, is kind of building up that capacity to do some Olympic lifting again for a later phase. So stayed with the same complex, but added an extra front squat in. Then I moved on to the bench press, where my top set today was gonna be a set of 8 at around a 9-ish RPE, depending on how things were feeling. The potential to go for like a true 8-rep max was there, but going through that, as I was building up, I thought, you know, today's not the day to really try to push it and go for a true repetition max on any of the bench press stuff. With the amount of volume I've been doing, especially with the overhead presses, my shoulders feel real fatigued, triceps feel real fatigued. It wasn't there today to go all out on that. So I did my top set at 130 kilos. Felt good. It was a good 9-ish RPE. Now I've got my drop sets that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do 2 sets with 115 kilos, and then I'm gonna finish off with 1 set with kind of an AMRAP-ish, kind of keep it like a 9 RPE AMRAP type set to finish off the session. I had to throw the hat back on so I can get the microphone, but this is gonna be my first working set. A set of 6 today for the first working set. All right, so we got 1 more set of 6, then we're gonna hit AMRAP, and then I got something special planned for the back squats today. So you guys will see that coming up. But it's June. I believe today is the 4th, June 4th. It is snowing in Iceland today. And it's been snowing for the past 2 days in June. I woke up yesterday, snow was falling. It pretty much snowed and hailed. It had some breaks throughout the day yesterday. Woke up this morning, snowing again. And it's kind of stopped now, but it looks like it's gonna start snowing again. I don't know what's going on. Snow in June in Iceland is not common. That doesn't happen. Something crazy is going on and I don't like it. I'm gonna chalk up, get ready. We're gonna hit set number 2 on the bench press. All right, last set on the bench press. We're gonna do an AMRAP-ish. We're just gonna do a big set, really. Not gonna go to absolute failure. I don't know if my arms and shoulders could handle that right now. All right, maybe that was pretty much, I don't know if I had another rep in me, even if I tried. Done with the bench press. On to the squats now. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the session. So back squats for the past few weeks, been doing sets of 5. First week of this block, it was my first time doing back squats in easily a year and a half. So I played it real conservative. I did my sets of 5 at about 150, 155. I didn't want to blow myself up too early in this phase and be paying for it for a week. So I was just trying to mitigate how much fatigue I'm going to experience and how much muscle soreness I was going to experience in that first week. Did the first week felt great. Week 2, bumped it up. I think I was at 170, 175 for my working sets on the back squats. Everything felt great. Hamstrings were a little bit sore the following days after that. I think it's a combination of doing a lot of volume on the cleans with the back squats, the iso work that I do at the end of the session. So this week, what I'm doing, and those of you that have the phase 1 program that was able to receive that program for free, by the way, you guys are gonna see this in week 3, that this back squat session today starts off with an AMRAP. So we're gonna be building up somewhere around 185. We might be at 180, we might be at 190. I'm gonna make that call by the time we get to about 170 on the squats. That should give me a good feel on where I'm gonna be at with this set. My AMRAP set, what I'm really trying to do is get around 8 repetitions minimum. So I wanna have a challenging weight, but not so heavy where I'm getting like 5 or 6 repetitions. I don't want this to be a heavy load with low repetitions. I want this to be kind of like that moderate to heavy range and get a little bit higher repetitions. So I want to be around 8 reps minimum. If I get over 8, I'm just going to count that as a bonus. But like I said, we're going to be somewhere around 185 for that set. So my warm-up sets, I'm not going to be doing a lot of repetitions on this because I want to save as much energy as I can for that AMRAP set. So I'm probably just going to be warming up with about 3 to 4 reps on all these weights, just to kind of feel it out. And then around 170, we're gonna make the call. Somewhere around 180, 185, or 190 for that AMRAP set. All right, 160 felt good. Was gonna go to 170, but I decided to jump to 180. I'm gonna do 3 to 4 reps here, and then I'll make my decision on what that final weight is gonna be, depending on how these 3 to 4 reps feel right now. So far, everything's felt good. Legs feel pretty fresh. Yesterday's tempo work must be paying off a little bit. Got the legs loose. I think we got 190. I'm gonna do 190. 180 felt good. 185, I think would feel pretty similar to 180. 190, I think I can get that 8 rep range that I'm looking for. Get some good quality squat reps in for today's session. So we're gonna throw on 10 more kilos. I'm gonna take a few minute break here, and then we're just gonna send it, see how many reps we get. If that's not worth a like and subscribe, I don't know what is. All right, I'm gonna finish off with probably 1 to 2 sets of 5 at 160. So 190 top set, 12 reps. Working sets for my back off sets on this, all I'm really thinking about is trying to get somewhere in between my week 1 and week 2 weights. So I don't remember exactly what I was at, but I know I was about 150 week 1, 170 week 2. So 160, kind of in the middle of that range. I do 1 to 2 extra set of 5 just to get some more volume in. Lighter load, obviously, because we just did an AMRAP set for the top set. And then finish off today with some ISO work. All right, overall, today was an incredible session. I finished off the session doing some ISO work. I did the split squat stance with a barbell, loaded it up to 50 kilos today. Started off this block doing it with just the barbell. Last week I didn't film it, but I had 40 kilos on the bar. This week I had 50 kilos. This split squat ISO is something I'm going to keep in the program for probably another full block. So I'll be building that up as we go. Next week's going to be a deload, so I'll probably do it with that, just the barbell again, maybe even do it with body weight to kind of give myself a break from that, and then we'll ramp it back up the following block. The other ISO I did today was the single leg lower limb focus ISO. So had the dumbbell on the same side of the leg that I was working, focusing on that lower ankle complex, a little bit of the calf, that Achilles and soleus a little bit more. Same thing, I'm probably going to keep that variation in the program for another training block. So we'll load that up, maybe slightly different than we did this block, but continue to maintain that training stimulus for at least one more training block as we continue with this program. But this is the beginning of a heavier week, meaning that we're going to be doing high volumes at heavier loads than previous weeks. And then next week, I'm going to take a deload and revamp for the next following block after that. A couple things before we go. One, we're just slightly over 600 subscribers until we hit 5,000 subs on the channel. And when we do hit 5,000 subs on the channel, I'm going to be releasing a free 8-week speed program. So if you're here for the first time, you like what you see, you want to see some more, make sure to subscribe. You're also going to get a free program once we hit that 5,000 subscriber mark. And then tomorrow's session, we'll be back in the gym. We're going to hit mostly accessory work, keep the stimulus down a little bit to get a little bit of recovery for the heavy sessions that we've got coming towards the end of the week. I appreciate you guys being here. If you made it all the way through, thank you very much. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.